I think it's fun. Baker Mayfield again to the Bucs. Interesting play there. Zeke cut by the Cowboys. Darius Slay cut by the Eagles. And once that happened, the world was set on fire. Okay? It was Greg the Iron Steel, by the way. The world was set on fire. Tyson Campbell tweeted out little eyeballs, which seemed to be a really trendy topic on Twitter now. Kind of like, what's up? Like we trying to link up. Fred Taylor got in on the action. Former Jaguar saying we need to go do this. And we talked last week about the mock draft and going and getting a cornerback, right? And Porter, right, is his name. I can't. Joey Porter Jr. And I obviously pitched for a guard to come in for that. But this would be an interesting pickup. We also talked again, it was more of a fanatic thought process on Derrick Henry coming to the Jaguars or being traded to the Jaguars. I was speaking more like it was fun to talk about it. Obviously, would that trade ever happen, in the same division? Probably not. But what I was saying more so was going after somebody like that shows that we are here to win now. So the question is, is it smart for the Jaguars to go and get somebody like a Darius Slay, pay the extra bill, and then it allows for that 24th pick now to go to maybe like a Darnell Washington, the tight end from Georgia, who kind of plays as an addition to the line as well as a security blanket to Trevor Lawrence, because right now Marvin Jones he's on unfree agent. He's not signed currently, so we did lose him. Now, we did get Calvin Ridley. Marvin Jones really didn't do too much. He was more of kind of like a vet guy that was supposed to come in and help. But so is it worth the package? Is it, a 5-time Pro Bowler, or do we go to the draft and go get somebody like a Porter or somebody else? Is it where's the value at, in your opinion, on this?
So right now the Jaguars, after re-signing Andrew Wingard at safety, which I think was a very solid move from a personnel standpoint, from a draft cap or a salary cap standpoint, I think it was a very, very good move. But that only leaves us with about maybe $5.25 thousand or $1 million on our total salary cap, and that includes who we have to sign in the draft. So, look, I like Darius Slay. Who's going to say no to a 5-time Pro Bowler? Who's going to say no to a guy that has literally, I believe in your own words, got you more interceptions in Madden than anybody else? My opinion is this: if you go after him, you are doing exactly what you just mentioned here a moment ago. Is you are buying into winning right now. Now, let's be honest. The Jaguars weren't a 3-14 football team last year. This is a playoff team. They're not that many pieces away. Personally, if I were the GM or I was the head coach and I had a say in the matter, I would say we go after Darius Slay. We backfill Shaq Griffin. We go after a guy that we know can make an instant impact, and we don't risk the 24th pick on hoping that the guy that we want at that pick is still available. I think this is a better opportunity. It's free agency in the NFL. This is not, this is not a guarantee. We have to present ourselves as a city. We have to present ourselves as the ability to market for him outside of that, like car, advertisements and other things like that. There could be other more enticing offers, but I would take everything I could get, toss it at Darius Slay, lock down the secondary, and show that we're ready to win right now. You got to get a solid backup for Shaq, and I just don't know if the 24th pick,
Shaq
if you could really bet on it.
Shaq wasn't the starter. Switching hats.
And he was hurt. He was hurt a good bit. He had a back injury that kept him out, but he was supposed to be. And if he's not now, who's the guy?
Yeah, look, I would love this. Obviously, I mean, it's a splash pickup. Typically, these things are more what the fans talk about on what could be, what if, how it should be. This is why we're on the couch talking about it, and not actually, in the war zone. I wouldn't be surprised that even Muddy's talking about this. The Eagles still could pick up Darius Slay. Again, he tweeted out, "See you later, Eagles," and that's kind of when the noise started to pick up. To me, again, this fills in that void of like, look, you go get somebody like a Darius Slay that lets everybody know, the fan base and the team, that, hey, we're bought in to win right now. And like you said, you get a little bit more of power in that draft stock, right? Where it's not necessarily a must get, but now it's like, okay, how can we make this pick as beneficial as possible? We have
best player available now.
Best player available, yeah. Like that's going to make an impact right away. Yeah, we're not trying to fill something, right? We're not trying to. It's not putting a piece together. It's no, we're doubling down here. We're going for W's. Zeke being cut. I heard some kind of noise again. Fanatic talk more than anything of possibly being picked up by the Jags. That's an interesting one. I think we could get him pretty cheap. I don't think he's going to be very hot in the market. Again, it's more of a fun thing to talk about. The likelihood of that happening, and the Cowboys actually letting him go, very unlikely. Is that somebody who we want to go get? No, I'd rather obviously go get Darius Slay. I think the running back room is healthy, especially with Etienne back there and Agnew. But it is interesting to see. And I see Muddy in here talking about, too, key to the Titans. I wanted you to kind of go over that because we were